This is the second video in the happiness series. The first one was happiness equals feeling like things are going to be all right. And in this video, I'm going to go over how we are essentially meaning machines. Essentially, all we do all day, every day, is to assign meaning to things and store those in a meaning catalog, I call it. Okay? So it's been happening since before you were born. You are evaluating and figuring out what things mean. So our goal, humans' goals, I think animals' goals, is to survive. The technique, the strategy that we use is to figure out what things mean, and the way to do it effectively is to try to increasingly figure out with certainty what things mean. So we will, if one thing happens, we'll come up with one idea of what it means, and then we'll keep investigating, and we'll try to close the loop. What our brain and minds don't like is an open loop when we don't know what something means. When we hear a noise in the distance, we make a guess at what it is. And then over time, we have this catalog of what different noises mean. We're doing that all day, every day, with what the clouds look like, what different facial expressions look like, with what our bank statement number means and doesn't mean. Okay, so we are meaning machines. Okay, all day, every day. And my first simple diagram is a timeline. Okay, I came up with this when after reviewing Tony Robbins' conference material. He was talking about the values and beliefs we come up with. So all day, every day, we're figuring things out, and we have values and beliefs based on our experiences and other people's experiences. So here is my diagram number one, a timeline. So we are the dot in the middle, and we are continually, all day, every day, predicting the future. Okay? We're evaluating what to do. And the only way to do that is to refer back to our past experiences, our meaning catalog. Spell it the American way. Meaning catalog. So all day, every day, we are here in the present, making predictions of the future. You know, should I eat this? Should I do this exercise? Should I wake up? Should I go to bed? Should I watch this video? And we are coming up with a meaning catalog. What does this, do I like this food? Do I like this job? Is this a good way to make a spreadsheet? When we look for simple ways to simple shortcuts. So that's why we've got brands that we like. We know this brand makes a really good shoe or really good coffee, and when we see this cup, we know, when we see this logo or whatever, we know we're going to have a good experience, a consistent experience, right? So we are meaning machines, constantly creating meaning catalogs, as I like to call them, and that forms your values and your beliefs, right? And as I said in the last video, we're always updating them, and our, what we call, our happiness and our thought process is always getting updated as we get more information for our meaning catalog. So it forms our values and beliefs, and we fill in a lot of blanks when we don't know what's going on. So that's where you may come up with or fall into some superstitions, right? You just like, when I wear these socks while I'm playing this game, I tend to win, so then I keep wearing those particular socks or something. So that's about it for the first one. Just remember, all day, every day, we're making predictions of the future based on the past, and that's how we decide what to do. Going back to the last video and those 5 types of happiness, the anticipation happiness, the excitement happiness, pride happiness, reflection happiness, and survey happiness, those relate to how far in the future you're looking, right? So going back to that treat example, what does the ice cream mean? What does the chocolate or whatever you're going to eat mean? So in the near term, it means I'm going to feel good, right? Probably, if you like those treats. But then, looking further out, you could see, okay, maybe it's not good for my health, or maybe I can't afford, these expensive treats so often, right? So then, that's just time perspective. But then also, if you're looking in a bigger picture, you might think about, fair trade products. Is the people producing this at the store, are they getting a living wage? Are the people that produce the materials, do they get a living wage? And that's where you get, like, you hear about fair trade coffee, or you hear about different companies with different labor practices, right? So this prediction, we often think we can't predict the future, but we are actually pretty good most of the time predicting easy things, right? There's a lot of easy things we can predict, and a lot of easy things we can look into. Like, if I keep buying products from companies that don't treat their employees fairly or don't worry about the environment, then we're going to get a world full of environmental degradation and inequality, right? So we're not so bad at predicting the future. You pay attention during the day and see how many times you can predict the future, and you'll see you're pretty good at it. And if it wasn't, if we weren't, we'd be just totally going crazy. Nothing would be reliable. We wouldn't understand what side of the road other people are driving on, or if our car would start, or how to do anything. And so that's number one. It's pretty straightforward. We are meaning machines predicting the future based on the past. We create a meaning catalog that we're constantly updating. A lot of it came from the first 3 years of our lives that we don't remember. and we can update it, right? And we don't realize this, but we can update our values and beliefs if we pay attention to it. And we'll get into that a bit more in the next video. Okay?